Hey everybody, Hardtekticon is back and we are getting down and dirty with Toyworld's take on Sludge, the combiner dino Muddy! So here we have Toyworld's Muddy, their take on the combiner Dinobots. Which, I don't know if they've actually given him the final combiner a name, but he is a combiner part. He's going to be a leg, but for right now, he's a dino, a Brachiosaurus or Patasaurus, or maybe even a Brontosaurus, maybe. So, we just got to keep on letting the paleontologists do their thing, and maybe we will have a Brontosaurus. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up, because if you're watching this, you obviously have the internet. So, Toyworld's Muddy is their second dino. I'll show off the first one in a minute. And he is looking really, really good. I like him a lot more than I like Roar so far. And not just because he can stand up well in dino mode. Now, for all the chromey goodness that he has, he's got a fully chromed out head. I mean, super gold. With some really, really nice light piping. Some blue light piping. He's got some silver on his back, or the front part of his back and the sides. He's got some chrome gold right there, and a chrome tail. Those are going to be his feet. And of course, he's got the weird dino rainbow colors that I just still don't understand. And in case you were thinking that was something else, he's got a gun on his belly. Actually on his chest. That's his gun storage. And right there is his sword storage. Nice, huh? He's a really great looking dino. Let's do articulation. For articulation from head to tail, his head can move up and down. It can close the mouth very carefully. Open it. That's about as wide as it gets. Teeth are fairly sharp. His front legs. Oh, did I say that it goes side to side? I don't think I did. So it can tell you, no Hardtekticon, I'm not gonna do this. So, his front legs can go 360 if it weren't for these feet, but you can still make them go 360. And they got a little bit of in and out. They can turn at the middle, the knee. I don't know what that is on a dino. And his little foot piece, his toe piece can move. On his back leg, you pretty much get the same thing, the 360 degrees around, except he can actually pull it off. Plenty of in and out, so we can go pee-pee, like I like to do, just not very well. And he's got, again, a ratcheting knee movement. And did I miss that? Hold on. No, okay, he don't have that, but this back one does. This back leg can swivel. And he's got the little toe piece that can move all around, even upside down. Isn't that cool? His tail, unfortunately, without unpegging stuff, it does not move very much. It's just a tip. Just a little up and down. And that is it for articulation on this guy. Now real quick for some cool dino comparisons. Let's pull out his other foot buddy, Roar. Kind of do a side by side, because these guys are kind of big, so nice big old chunky like G1 done for today. by a company that charges $100-something for each figure. But yeah, that's how it looks with his brother. His brother from down under the combiner. Here is a recently reviewed Fenrir. So that's how he stacks up to Fenrir. Because when I do get the Dino combiner complete and the Abominus combiner right here complete, they are going to be like Nemesi or Nemesis, however you say that. Alright, and for a more common four-legged quadruped release, yeah, I know. Here's Ravage. This is whitewater rafting Ravage or something like that. Sea attack Ravage maybe. But either way, there he is with a deluxe Ravage figure. With his guns all screwed up. There we go. I mean, with his tail, he's almost as long, but obviously, I mean, we're talking wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. Chunky, chunky, chunky. I don't want to do any copyright infringement or anything. So yeah, there's some comparisons. So how about we get this guy transformed? Now, first of all, take his gun off his chest. His dino chest. And right here you see that little tube. That's not shockwave leftover technology. That's his sword, which is folded up. Just unfold it, and there you go. Little wimpy sword. We'll get into that later. So, let's start off here at the tail. And we're going to try and get our nails in there so we can start splitting stuff. I think. I mean, this tail pegs in really well. Okay, so we got that split. And let's go ahead and go underneath. And we need to disconnect these panels right. I'll tell you what, this will be easier. See the black part that his leg joint is on? We're going to grab his leg and pull it towards his head like that. So now this should be a little easier, maybe. From here you just kind of start splitting things. Then go back under here and you should be able to untab that. Get that kind of out of the way. And get, so if I can do this properly. Oh, that's what I'm not doing right. Untab the tail and then undo that. Big dummy, don't know how to transform his 500 something transformers. From here, we're going to grab them and split them in half. Carefully though, for God's sakes, carefully. I would recommend putting his legs out almost like he's trying to fly. Dino flyers. And of course, it being all chromed out and everything, you want to be a little bit careful. But with some of this stuff, it's easier said than done, huh? Alright, so I got it. This part right here had tapped back in while I was trying to undo everything. So, just had to untab it. Now be real careful between these two pieces. You don't want to catch on them and everything. Okay. Let's go ahead and do one foot, get it out of the way. First of all, this panel right here is going to fill that in. Make it look all cool and techy. I'm going to flip them back around. And let me straighten things out so you can see what I'm doing. Right here I got a peg. And it's going right there. You see it? And it's going to peg in right there above where my thumb is. You see it? Okay. And then you take this very end tail piece, rotate it 180, and just fit it right in there. Nice and neat. And then you fold it down like this, and there's another tab right there, and it's going to fit in right there. So there we go. And then we can put this piece back. Remember, I moved that while trying to struggle to move the peg stuff out. So, part 2. Now remember, do not let this piece right here catch onto that and end up breaking something. We'll go ahead and peg this in just to clean things up. Okay, so just kind of do it at an angle. Make sure the tail's out of the way. You don't want to break the tail or mess up the chrome. Starting to see everything come together, huh? So, just like last time, we'll go ahead and do this part first. And then we're going to tab that into there. And move it down. Then just, again, like last time, now, that tab is going to go in there. And there we go. Pull the toe out, and there we go. The legs are done. Good thing that's not how he normally looks, huh? Alright, from here, we want to, ouch, hurt ourselves on this awesome chrome. Not really. If you don't have to, I wouldn't recommend it. We're just going to fold it out like wings, okay? And then we're going to grab this part of the wing, the part closest to the body, with your finger. Grab here, because right there it's going to come apart. So pull it all the way down. We're going to take his front leg and kind of get that in there, and then we're going to plug it back in. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing to this side. Unplug it, fold the leg around, and just kind of fit it in there. Front leg storage. Alright, let's see, we want to turn them 360 degrees. Okay, that got moved during my handling and rough handling and all that. But we grab this piece and just kind of fold it up. Now, see, Toyworld was cool enough to leave a nice spot for an Autobot symbol. And I try to not sticker my figures before reviewing them in case y'all haven't figured that out. But later on I will put a sticker there. So, fold that there. And then we got these panels. And we want that peg to go right in there. Oh, and yeah, you need to slide it down, slide it up to do so, going backwards. There we go. Same thing on this side. And did you hear that click? That means you can move the arm, like so, without disturbing this piece, unlike his predecessor, Roar. Remember, I really complained and whined about that a lot. So, grab this part right here, flip it up, and there's his fists in there. Come on, light, give me some light. Whatever. Just gonna grab them, flip them out. Tab it back. Grab them, flip it out, and put it back. Now, just like on Roars, sometimes the fingers can come open. So if yours isn't coming out real easy, just take a sword or a toothpick or something like that and get in there and shut the hands. It's really all it takes. Okay. So from here, all you got to do, well, let's fix his dino head. Just kind of fold it back, fold his head up, make it nice and neat. Fold that, whatever. And then we're going to open this part again, open that part, and flip his handsome head out. And there we go. That was it. It's actually a pretty easy transformation when you're not me. And there we have Roar up in his breaking dino mode. In his dino mode. So from here I'm going to do some adjusting of the camera so you can see his dino mode better, because he is a little bit of a tall guy. So, be back in a sec. Alright, so I got myself all adjusted and I fixed the camera angle. Alright, so here is Sludge in his robot mode. A little bit of a spin around. It's kind of chunky back there a little bit, but it's all good. Not really that big of a deal. I mean, I'm sure you can, you know, just kind of finagle with stuff some more. You know, it would have been cool if instead of just hinging right here, it would have also hinged like this and kind of closed it up. It would have made it a little bit wider, but it would have made it look cleaner in my opinion. And that's just Hardtekticon's thoughts. Take them as you will. But he is looking really, really great. I'm really, really liking the look of this. I even like his rainbow shins. Rainbow shins are cool even. They look good. Look at them rainbow shins. I mean, man, just put you a story in there, call it Reading Rainbow. Shine some light on there, call it Rainbow Bright. I'm really dating myself. Whew. Yeah, that head sculpt. Wow, look at that head sculpt. Are you going to focus at all? But I mean, that does give you a good look at it. Right there. Maybe right there. He's got great light piping. Can't really see, can you? It's actually not showing up as well on the camera, but the light piping is really good. His arms, which you can move up, or you can leave them down. Whoop. It's still better than the last one. However you want. I think I'm going to kind of bring him up. Bring his head back up. So yeah, I mean, looking really, really great. It's got a nice color of red right here, some black, and the transparent thing. By the next review, which will be core lock, you will see a Autobot symbol back there, through there, hopefully. I mean, the detail on his arms and like his legs right there, I mean, there's a lot of molded in detailing. Again, we got the ugly backpack. And I kind of messed this up. It's supposed to be like this, but if you prefer, you can have his little feet like that. However you want, you know. But great looking bot. For articulation, his head can rotate 360 degrees. Can't really look up, look down. I don't know why it can't look up. You can kind of turn to the side a little bit. His arms, I already showed you the up and down movement, but they rotate 360 degrees. They can go out and in. They rotate right here at 360 degrees. They got a ratchet joint right there. His wrists do not have wrist swivel, but they do have some finger articulation, just like me. He has 360 degree waist movement, as we saw in the transformation. His legs go forward and backward and out on a ratchet and in on a ratchet. And right here they swivel 360 and again can move at the knee with the ratchet. And he has some massive ankle tilts. I mean, look at that. That's how wide he can stand. I'm not going to even do it because it would look so stupid. I'm going to do it. So, there. Okay, maybe he can't. Come on. Come on, Muddy, I believe in you. Yeah. Now, as you can hear, his joints are fairly tight. Not so tight you think you're going to break them while messing around with them and posing them, but very strong joints. I think that was all the articulation. Showed off the colors. Let's get to some, oh, his weapons. Let's get to his weapons. He's got this gun, which is very similar to the gun that Roar came with. Scoot you back a little. And this piece can come off. It's got a lot of detail on it. Almost looks like every shot he fires, it should have some exhaust or something coming out. And he can hold that in his hand. And there's a couple other places throughout the figure, like right here by his toes, where you can put it. And he's got his sword, which, as I showed you, and it does look like a small version of Sludge's sword. It folds in half to fit into his dino neck. And I don't really care for how this piece right here is not blade, it's just whatever. And then that's all the blade you get. Not a lot of blade. But winding aside, it fits in his hand like a sword should. Seems like it should go that way, but it doesn't really fit that way. I wouldn't be one of slashing with that hose or whatever that is. It seems like it would break. But there he is with his weapons. And like I said, this piece comes off. I'm hoping that in the end we get a big giant gun for this awesome dino gestalt to wield. So as for comparisons, let's get the most obvious one out of the way. Toyworld Roar. And they look really, really nice together. Like I said, these are going to be the leg components of the combiner. They both turn into legs. The feet and the hands are going to be coming with the next figure in this lineup, Corlock, which, my God, that has got to be the best name for a Grimlock Dino Combiner core. Corlock. I mean, it just sounds cool. Corlock. But yeah, they look really good together. The colors match up really nice. The gold matches up pretty well. Great, great, great looking figures. The blacks and the reds match up. Yeah. Check that out. Come on, look at the camera. There you go. So, oh, didn't mean that. Let's get some more Dinobot action up here. No, I'm not going to be showing you Planet X Neptune, because I'll be doing that in a later review coming up as soon as I can. But there's Fall of Cybertron Grimlock with them, and they actually look pretty good together. A little blurry. And for a more recent Voyager, here is Combiner Wars Optimus with some repro label action. He's actually just an ear taller than a Sludge here. Muddy. But I think that works too. Looks good. Looks pretty good. I'm sure Corlock's going to be like this. What, like way up here. Woo. So yeah, there is some comparisons. Alright, well that was my review, which, let's just kind of take a look at the wings a little to the side. You know, I think in the end that actually looks a little better. Let's just see how wide they can get. Yeah, I think that looks better. Who knows, we'll see. But yeah, that was my review for Toyworld's Muddy, their take on Sludge. Stay tuned to my channel, because First, I'm going to review the last 3 deluxes from Combiner Wars Minosaur. Then I'm going to do a little Minosaur video. After that, I'm going to do the final Brachiosaurus long neck dinosaur review, which is going to be, oh man, what is it? Fans Project Columpio. Not the special edition version, the normal version, the retail version. And after that, I'm going to be doing a review where it's all 3 of the Brachiosaurus, Brontosaurus, whatevers, all together, just to show you all 3 of them. That way, if you're kind of wanting to get one, you can decide from there. Do you want a G1 style combiner? Do you want a Fall of Cybertron version? Or do you want this kind of almost IDW, almost Fall of Cybertron, a little bit of G1 references, Columpio fan project thing? It should be a fun video, so stay tuned to the channel. But until then, we're going to do the Combiner Wars after this, and then we're going to get back to third-party Dinobots, and who knows what else after that. So stay tuned, and I will see y'all next time.